begin with the first of the bronze medal matches in the under 63 kilo category. That features Valentina Kostenko of Russia. She's up against Katarina Hecker of Australia. And it's a very warm welcome to former world champion Loretta Cusack-Doyle.
Thank you very much, Sheldon. And here we have these two young ladies never competed against each other. Kostenko, 23 years of age, Hecker, 24, both first grade, first dan. A very even match here. It's going to be a very interesting first bronze medal final. Kostenko, the senior European club in Russia, 2016, took a silver medal. Hecker was the number 2 seed here today in this tournament. World ranked 15th, 3 continental medals. Both ladies looking very determined as they approach the mat here this afternoon, here in Antalya. They've got two very similar grips. First attack goes out to Hecker from Australia.
Odd place to start, wasn't it? Just a small point. White normally starts on the right side. They didn't bother. You know, went back to the middle and Kostenko went over to her side. Makes no difference really, but just goes to show where it's gone over there again, right?
Okay. It'll make a difference if the score goes onto the wrong side and the referee gives the signal.
They've lined them up that way deliberately. Anyhow, they've got the right coaches in the chair, so they're on the right side.
Okay, as you can see, throwing that right arm over the top.
Kostenko's got quite a good coach in the chair for her. There he is. Magomedov, he only finished up, I think he's still in the world ranking list. It's his first year coaching. Oh, nice effort there.
Oh, there was the Oso Tagari. She didn't even see it, I don't think.
Didn't bother she didn't bother swimming with the leg, did she?
She
just stepped in there.
She stepped in. The Osota was there, and she just carried on walking through it.
Not a leg trap, so that's not going anywhere now.
Kostenko again with that left hand on opponent's lapel. She tries to desperately get the right hand over the top. Hecker breaking it down. Russian falling to her knees there, under a little bit of pressure, felt that was the best option, is to hit the ground. Lovely Ouchigari, she just continues to drive back, just didn't get too much lever, but it hooks in there. Attempt to the Uchimata, following it through. Still has that leg hooked in as she tries to drive her opponent over, trying to catch that arm while she's on top of her opponent. Straight off the grip again on that sleeve, as you can see, controlling. And she's got that controlling sleeve on Kostenko.
Well, she's going to have to find a better way of of dealing with the grip over the top.
Well, she's got that grip over the top, and she's also got that sleeve grip as well, which makes it very difficult for the Russian. Really battling against here. Very powerful Australian. Steps across there with a forward attack. Stenko now got the head trapped, looking very uncomfortable there. As you can see, Hacker throws that right arm over the top, and actually the other grip is right under the armpit there as she draws her opponent down into her chest and into that shoulder.
It's odd that Hacker's been able to get that grip a couple of times, and that last series there, they went from one side of the mat to the other. She never attacked her once.
Yeah.
Tapped her feet a couple of times.
She picked up a Shido for it because
and she
of the
still
grip.
picked up a Shido. Yeah. You know, you presumably work reasonably hard to get the strong grip and then do something with it, but she hasn't been able to come up with anything else apart from a couple of foot taps.
It's been a very busy fight, but really nothing finishing in it. Lovely Ashiwaza, she follows through, and I'm not sure whether the strangle's on, but fell into it. Haka looking the stronger of the two, but there's a lovely Osotogari there. We saw that in the earlier minute of this contest, that she just stepped through it and didn't follow into the Osota. Kostenko again with that Osota. It looks very threatening every time she's in there.
Last time I've seen her go across on the left-hand side there. And that looked like Koshiguruma maybe, and just slipped off the head.
He throws the arm over again, looks for the Ochigari, then switches forward into a Makakomi.
And that was better. As soon as she got the grip on, she was off, you know. Strong attack.
Every time Hacker takes that left, gets her left hand on her opponent's right lapel. She throws the arm once more. A minute and a half, almost into the golden score. Attempt again of a Koshiguruma, but the head once more slipped through. Didn't get the feet through enough. A little bit of a deja vu there. You've seen that once again.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, one good Osoto attack now. She could take this. Can't afford for Heka to come in with a big attack. There it is. Well, it's an attack anyway. You know, especially in the golden score, you put 3 good attacks in and there's no comeback from your opponent. That normally, draws the Shido.
Definitely. Oh, that looked a very weak attack there as she came across with that arm. It's just now falling, her weight's falling onto her opponent. There's really no major rotation or lift. And that's again another good attack from Kostenko. She's now starting to look the stronger of two. She's definitely got the condition out there to go for 6 minutes, or 6.5 minutes almost.
you just get the feet a little bit further across, because, well, I think they're going to give it to her now. Yeah. Oh, lives to fight another day.
Well, that does surprise me.
Well, I can see the same again from Kostenko. She's come closest to scoring with the Koshiguruma attempt.
And there's the drop Cianagi. Falls off the wrong side there, but still a major attack. Haka's starting to look very tired out there and not responding as well as she did in the first couple of minutes of this contest.
And she was grateful for that break a few seconds ago when they had to tidy their geese up. Stuck over in that corner. Stenko don't want to be there.
She's under a lot of pressure there in that corner. Change direction there. Now, was that a score?
No. Still going. Well, then, yeah. This
sure
time
which
round,
way it's going to go this time, but. Haka was following forward, wasn't she? She looked on the attacking side, and Kostenko, quite sure. She started off well in the golden score. I'm looking at the coach there, he's not quite sure himself, is he?
No, not enough to end it, whatever it was they were looking at. Kostenko for me has had the larger number of attacks and the stronger attacks. Whether that's going to translate to a win or not, I don't know, but
she's got that Koshiguruma again, but it's looking very scrappy out there for both athletes now. They're very tired. Not as sharp on the attacks as they were earlier on.
Got to get her head up.
Haka now has got that chance of the Osota coming through.
Just hanging on for a little bit too long here.
Well, she was strong enough to hold back off that. Now one more attack from Haka, I think, will give her the, well, don't even think she needs that now.
Oh, okay.
Well, we this.
I'm glad, you know.
So am I, because
I don't want it to end that way.
It's very close. It will end in a Shido though, because both athletes are not looking that strong out there now, and she tucked under.
Katharina Heka it is. Australia, who comes up with the first of the bronze medals in the under 63 kilo category. We've got the second of the bronze medal contests coming up now. And this features two fighters from Great Britain, Ljubljana Piovasana in the white judogi and Amy Livesey in blue. There's Loretta.
Piovasana there, as you can see, wins by Ippon 29. Very impressive. Slightly younger than her teammate, Amy Livesey. A very, very strong weight category for Great Britain, producing some excellent results over the past few years. Piovasana, 20 years of age, world cadet bronze medalist back in 2015. Amy Livesey in the blue, 23 years of age, and took a bronze medal in the Grand-Prix in Baku, 7th in Tbilisi, and under 23 European champion back in 2015. So very impressive track record. It's a shame that both these athletes are here fighting for the one bronze medal. As we know, Amy's sister yesterday picked up the bronze medal in the under 57 kilo category.
Amy it is who is adjudged to have been avoiding the take a grip, and she picked up a penalty for that.
Ljubljana looking a little bit stronger out there, a little bit more determined, engaging in this contest, a little sharper than Amy. And Livesey also takes the second Shido, which is just quickly taken away. Again, Ljubljana down into the ground, looking for an opportunity in the Niwaza, putting on the pressure of Amy. Oh, a drop there from Amy, wasn't as convincing, but it's still first attack. She now picks up her second Shido. So under a bit of pressure here.
Almost walked onto that.
Oh, good attack with the Uchimata.
Just so happened that Amy was turning at that time, and Ljubljana was coming forward and almost walks onto that.
Well, Ljubljana, a little bit of a shot from that one, and sort of, as you can see, her movement now is to backtrack slightly. She's disengaging where before she was walking on to her opponent. Now a slight change of tactics. So 1:06 left in this contest. And now picks up the third Shido and a hand Sokumaki.
Game was a bit of a surprise to
I think
Amy Livesey.
Yes, definitely did.
Oh, okay. Well, we've had a couple of tricky ones to get the final block underway. We can explain the second one. That was a head-to-head between the two British fighters, and it's always going to be a bit tricky fighting your teammate in a medal match. And then Katarina Hecker and Valentina Kostenko of Russia, well, they were just very, very evenly matched. Well, we've got the final of the under 63 kilo category coming up, and I can assure you that this is going to be different from both of the contests that went before. Catherine Unterwürzacher of Austria is up on the mat now. A week or so ago, she missed out on a place in the final, but she's making up for it here. She faces Marian Udabayeva of Kazakhstan. It's Unterwürzacher in the white judogi, Udabayeva in blue.
Unterwürzacher, world ranked number 3, top seed here today in this competition. As we say, bronze medal in Tbilisi, and now finds herself in the final. She's up against Udabayeva, Asian champion in 2016, 29 years of age. 5 years senior to her opponent. Straight away, Unterwürzacher takes. Whoa, what a finish there. That was a great start there. Udabayeva just caught the Austrian by surprise as she threw that arm over. Kazakhstan drops there. Not as convincing as the first throw we've just seen. Unterwürzacher obviously being caught by surprise there, and now has a lot of work to do. Yoko Tomonagi there as she follows through into the Niwaza. The Austrian drops underneath, leaving herself a little bit open there in the Niwaza. As the Kazakhstan follows through now on the attack, looking to work on that arm, dropping the hips down towards the head and trying to rotate her opponent over. Switches both sides now, still piling the pressure on.
2.5 minutes left. Caught early on, but we know Unterwürzacher's style and method of operation. She'll be chasing this down now.
Well, Unterwürzacher there controlling her opponent's left sleeve. As you can see, she turns in, but to get a stronger attack, she needs that left hand to come through with her. And the Austrian tactically knows how to block and control her opponent. Oh, what a turn there, and Unterwürzacher there was prepared for that one this time. So Wazari each now. Again, the Tomonagi. Yoko Tomai. Throws that arm. She tried to counter it, lost her balance as she tried to rotate through and fell on her own back for her efforts. So now that's brought back into line. Wazari a piece, keeping this contest very much open. Kazakhstan coming round the back, drops. Very poor attack there and just falls into that. Kazakhstan doing all the work, lost control as she tried to come round the back, falling onto her back, and Muntavasaka just fell into the Osakomi as she looks up at the scoreboard to take the gold medal.
There's the little punch to the air. And we've had back-to-back gold medalists for Austria in the under 63 kilo category. Last week it was Magdalena Kasakova. This week it's Catherine Unterwertsacker. She can just settle down now. She just a bag of nerves out there at the moment. She was so desperate to win this. She's almost shaking.
Yes. Well, that's what got her caught at the beginning when she threw that arm over the top and left herself a little bit too light and piled the pressure on herself at the beginning.
Just there, when she took a little bit longer in the bow, the first time that she thought, I can calm down now.
Yes.
I can calm down.
And she runs back off.
Yeah, a little word of warning there from
yes,
Marko Špitka. Yeah, that was the plan. And this almost went awry, didn't it? Let's have a look at the highlights.
Well, she was very lucky in the first exchange. That could have been all over and done with her for, as you can see, she came round the back. She just fell straight onto her own back trying to do the Kosota. Left herself wide open there. And a big sigh of relief.
Right, we come to the first of the bronze medal matches in the under 73 kilo category. Rok Dragic of Slovenia faces Toha Butbul of Israel. It's Dragic in the white judogi, Butbul in blue.
Well, there is a massive big difference of experience here. Dragic, 30 years of age, got to be one of the oldest in this weight category. Grand Prix champion in Budapest last year and the European Championships, took a bronze medal. Football, 23 years of age, 7 years. His opponent's junior, world rank number 20, a bronze medal in Paris Grand Slam, and European champion under 23s, took the silver medal last year. So both athletes very familiar in these surroundings, fighting for medals. And a real battle of trying to get those grips. Oh, Butbul there fell onto that as he threw that arm over the top. The Slovenian was waiting for it for the drop Cianagi. Slovenian slightly smaller than his opponent. The dangerous Sianagi. Another good attack there from the Slovenian with his Kosota. Good ball, trying to control his opponent's right sleeve. He's not doing a very good job at it at the moment. Just trying to calm his Israeli down slightly. As we know, the Israeli team did extremely well yesterday with 6 medals. Not so well in the finals, but they did win every bronze medal, of 3 bronzes and 3 silvers.
Problems down on the ground now for Football. Managed to squeeze out of that one. He won't be too happy to mix it on the ground with Dragic too often. What was it that was ailing him there? The hand, that was from earlier on. Dragic just took a bow there, didn't he? He said, hang on a minute, I'll have to sit this one out for a minute.
Just engaging with the grips.
Yeah.
He obviously caught the hand and Israeli there with that left lapel, left hand on the lapel. Controlling quite nicely, looking very solid there as the Slovenian drops. Oh, and a lovely Rotis Inagi there.
Well, they'll have a look at whether he was on his head or not. He turned onto his front anyway.
So we did see a couple of those head dives to avoid the throws and disqualifications for them. Now the Slovenian tries to rotate his opponent over. Well, a real battle here for grips. Both of them are going to pick up a Shido piece. But this is where it puts the pressure on the Israeli. He's already now down with 2 Shidos as he comes across. Attempts what looked to be the Koshiguruma, but missed the head completely. Turned it into a Makikomi and fell on his face.
We're going to need a little bit of golden score to sort this one out.
Well, the Slovenian looking very busy, engaging into his opponent, desperately trying to get through the defences of the Israeli. Football, as you can see, controlling with the left hand on the lapel. Attempts a Sutemiwaza. Lovely drop underneath for his opponent. So close. One of the strongest attacks so far in this contest. That was a very poor attack there.
You felt he had to come back with something.
Well, there was 2 attacks, yes, from football.
Rakic picks up a second penalty. He got pressured into making that attack, and unfortunately for him, it was a forced one.
The Israeli throwing, he's dangerous when he throws that right hand over the top. He's got the slight height advantage and that reach to be able to manage to get across, but that was a very poor drop there from the Israeli. Once again drops underneath. And I think he possibly rescued himself through that one, but it was very close call. And another nice drop this time, and this is going to be very close, and I think it's looking like football has just done enough with the attacks. A couple of strong drops. And football takes the bronze medal.
Look, Dracic doing enough to see off the challenge of Toha Butbul of Israel, and it's another medal for the Israeli team. Well, they really had to dig deep there. Very little on offer. It ended up with Toha Butbul taking that bronze medal. Well, we've got a second bronze medal contest coming up now, and that features Hidayat Hidarov of Azerbaijan. He's up against Akil Zhakova of Kosovo. It'll be Hidarov in the white judogi, Zhakova in blue.
As you see, Hidarov head-to-head too. He's in the lead now, so that's the pressure for Zhakova. 19 years of age, 2 years younger than his opponent, same in grade, and slightly better in the wins with 47. So on paper, it looks like Hidarov slightly edges this contest. Has a bit of an attitude as well out there, as we've seen many a time when he doesn't get his own way. But has already picked up a bronze medal in Paris this year and a 5th place in Baku, both Grand Slams. And also back in 2015, junior world bronze medalist. Zhakova, cadet European champion back in 2013 and a bronze medal in the under-23 European Championships last year. Hedorov chasing there, looking to try and get that arm over the top, controlling with the left hand on the lapel. Draws that right hand towards the collar.
Zhakova's got a habit of employing the Sutemi-waza as a bailout move when he's under pressure.
Yes.
And we said earlier on, if he's not careful, you know, they're going to start spotting that. You've got to be really determined when he puts the Sutemi-waza in, that he actually moves his opponent and doesn't get given a false attack.
We've seen that quite a lot today in the competition, that quite a few use the edge of the mat area and use that as if that's their safety net. But they've come unstuck there when it comes to the attacks and been picking up the shidos. And Zhakova picks up the first shido there. Hedorov there thinking about it as he hooks in. Oh, Chigari, a lovely attack. Just didn't have that reach and finish on it. Starts to try to get past the legs. Needs to tie up the upper part of the body first. As you can see, he's only got that arm, and it's not enough for someone who's as strong as Zhakova.
A little over a minute left to go. Hidarov has got to go here. He had the one-sided grip, came in for the attack almost immediately, and now Zhakova picks up a penalty for passivity. Circle each other.
Yeah, he was also using that arm to try and block as the arm came over the top. Oh, and a lovely entry there. Just looked like it was going to go all horribly wrong for him when he got the reaction from Zhakova. Now you can see him trying to work on that arm lock, but he's got his fingers up the legs, up the trouser leg there. He drops Sianagi there, following through, looking for an option down there in the Niwaza. You always get a little bit worried when they ask them to tidy up their gi, especially when there's 2 shidos already on the board for Zhakova. Hedorov is expecting a shido going to his opponent.
And the third one does go to Zhakova. Which leaves Hidarov of Azerbaijan as the winner of the second of the bronze medals in the under 73 kilo category.
those expressions there.
And now the final of the under 73 kilo category. Mirzokhid Farmonov of Uzbekistan faces Hasan Vanlioglu of Turkey. It's Farmonov in the white judogi, Vanlioglu in blue.
Well, as you see in the statistics, nothing really much to tear these two apart. Farmonov, 29 years of age, won a Grand Slam title in Moscow 2012 and the under 23 European Championships Grand-Prix. Well, the crowd is starting to erupt here. Vanlioglu in Samsun last year, Grand Prix, took a bronze medal. Finds himself this year in the final. One of Turkey's biggest hopefuls here for the gold medal. Starts off well, the Sutemi Waza.
Well, the one thing that you are guaranteed with Vanlioglu is he'll fight until he drops. He's got incredible staying power. He's very gutsy. Tends to run out of steam fairly quickly, and then he's running on empty, but for quite a long time.
Yes.
And he's got some serious stickability, has Vanlioglu.
A real big heart, as we would call it.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
Determination. Well, this crowd is definitely all behind Vanlioglu. Well, very close, every movement.
Farmonov picks up a second penalty.
With 2.5 minutes left to go, and that's a lot of pressure. This young man, as well as competing against the home crowd here. Vanlioglu, very strong with the grips. Both up trying desperately to get that sleeve grip first. Attempting an Uchimata, leaving that arm open. He's got to be very careful there.
Farmonov's got to get going here. He can't afford to hang around and wait for Vanlioglu to attack and hope that he's not going to be penalised. Farmonov, that is. He's just a little bit too slow for me.
Well, he seems to still be working in first gear there, considering he's 2 shidos down.
Big attack.
He needs to really start change the dynamics of this contest, and
This is Jesus, the president of the Turkish Judo Association Federation, thinking, maybe not. Very fair, wasn't he? The national president would have been up on their feet screaming for a score.
Vanlioglu finds himself on the edge of that mat. He's got to be very careful. The drop Sianagi. Oh, it was so close there. Farmanov. With just under a minute left in this contest. Farmanov there with 2 Shidos against 1. And the hip pin. Oh, and it's changed. That was so close for both parties there. That could have gone either way. Fantastic reaction from Vanlioglu. Again, some very good attacks to pile more pressure on the Uzbekistan.
20-odd seconds left to go. One hand on is not enough. Really needs to get the second hand on. Oh,
looks for the arm lock,
chance to take
there.
advantage.
Oh, so close. Well, that was an opportunity there. And Lioglu there just keeping the pressure on, but now it goes to golden score. 2 Shidos to 1. And Lioglu has the advantage.
Mr. Okada wants him to tidy up his gi properly before they get back underway.
Well, that arm lock was so close.
Well, we're into the golden score period now. Crowd still animated and excited.
Oh, right, well, that's it all over and done with, and sadly for this Turkish crowd, Vanlioglu was on the receiving end of that throw.
He played the waiting game for the whole 4 minutes, though, didn't he? He was always waiting to try and take advantage of a slip from Vanlioglu, and then in the first 20 seconds of golden score, he managed to do just that. He was sharp on the counters, was Farmanov, and he always looked dangerous. That looked like the area that it would come from. If there was a score going to come from Farmanov, it looked as though it would come from a counter.
Yes.
And then as soon as they got into the golden score, I think it was the first real big exchange that they had. He was able to counter him well. It's a nice score. Can't get away from that one. Let's take a look at that and see just how Farmanov managed that. That was the missed arm lock. Really odd.
Just knocked that back leg and just swung underneath him. Just tucked himself out of the way as he hit that leg and forward.
I don't lip read Turkish, but I can guess. Right, we've got the awarding ceremony for the women in the under 63 kilo category.
The medals are presented by Deputy Governor of Antalya, Mr. Judo. The bronze medals are for Great Britain, Ljubljana.
First of the bronze medals goes to Ljubljana Piovasana of Great Britain. And to Ljubljana Piovasana receiving her medal there, and then to Katharina Hecker of Australia, originally from Germany. Silver medal goes to Marian Udabayeva of Kazakhstan. Well, the gold medal goes to Catherine Unterwürzacher of Austria. Normal service is resumed, and the Austrian who missed out in Tbilisi is back on the #1 spot. The national anthem of Austria.
Çok teşekkürler. Efendim picture Judo. Şimdi de judocularla toplu fotoğraf.
Piovasana and Hecker were the bronze medalists. Udabayeva took the silver, and it was Unterwürzacher who came away with the gold medal. Right, we've got the first of the bronze medal matches in the under 70 kilo category now, and that features Udabayeva's teammate Dilbar Umiralieva of Kazakhstan. She faces Barbara Matic of Croatia. It's Umiralieva in blue, in white, and Matic in blue.
Well, again, Matic has the advantage here of the experience. Double junior world champion, and outstanding performance throughout the day.
Yeah, I get the feeling with Matic, you know, been there, done that, comfortable here, whereas Dilbar Umiralieva, you know, it's the first time. The stadium announcer just said first time in a final block. You know, it's not just the nerves, it's just, as you've just said, it's just the golf in
She's got the 4 years
experience.
Maturity behind her. She's been very, very powerful today in a performance, very strong athlete. She was 7th place in the Asian Championships. That's all we could really find out about this young lady from Kazakhstan. But Macic feels like she's been going for years and years and years, and have actually met and reached every benchmark from cadet to junior, and now finds herself very firmly in a position in the senior world ranking. She got a bronze medal in Baku and a gold medal in Zagreb, but is always comfortable in this stage here in the final block. Was caught there with an ashiwaza, stumbled back very well to rescue herself, but straight in. The Kazakhstan has got that arm lock on.
Should be able to do it from here.
You would have thought so. It's looking a little bit loose
now,
though.
yeah.
The legs were too far apart on that Jujikatami.
Really caught her unawares there.
This Kazakhstan's a really unknown, but her performance throughout the day has been outstanding. Like I said, very strong. Hooking in there with the Ouchi, driving off to the side rather than taking it back. Again, Macic drops there with the Sianagi, first to approach her opponent, always looking positive out there. Takes the first grip, throws that right hand high onto the collar. No, she's got a beautiful Uchimata. Steps right across there, turns her back though, which is slightly dangerous there when it's so loose with the grips. Once again, the Croatian comes over the back there. Strong grip. Seems to be just taking this match as if it's a walk in the park. Doesn't seem to be pressured at all in this contest.
Yeah, there was that one attack in the beginning, and after that, I think, well, no, just the arm lock.
Yes.
One attack and then the arm lock, and I think after that, Matic has settled. She's ready now.
But every time the body language, the mate, she advances onto her opponent, she's positive all the time, and Kazakhstan really isn't. She's playing a waiting game here, and she's picked off matches a couple of times.
Not the best position for Ralieva there.
Ralieva there trying to come out of that, but she tries to counter as well, and she does well there, but a little bit too late. Lands first. You could see what she was trying to do. She was trying to get that counter.
She's looking at the coach, and the coach is already remonstrating with her, saying, "No, it's against you." Matic, unmoved, perfectly happy, job done. Ralieva still looking around.
She looked very comfortable out there, right from, well, except for that sort of stumbling block at the beginning where she got caught in the Niwaza.
Yeah.
The arm lock I don't think was the threat at all, because the legs were too wide apart. It didn't look like that was challenging enough.
Bronze medal goes to Barbara Matic of Croatia. Not sure what she's looking at. I mean, look. Boom.
And then for the Ouchigari and just get squared across the opponent. That drive off that back kept it in place. And that right leg that went right back just to plant it to avoid her being turned.
They certainly got a few angles on that one.
That's good.
Yeah, that was the best
Very
actually.
strong.
Really.
That was she used the elbow to brace herself, and that right leg as well to stop her from turning. Well anticipated of what might have happened as she entered. Good.
Right, the second of the bronze medal contests features Gemma Howell of Great Britain. She's up against Gershak Sabina of Hungary. It's Howell in the white judogi, Gershak in blue.
Well, Gershak world ranked 21 to 104 to Howell. Very similar in wins, 52 to 61, not much in it at all. Some very impressive junior results from both these athletes. Gemma Howell 26 and junior world bronze medalist, and 2 junior European championships bronze medals. She's up against Gershak, junior world champion, youth Olympic Games champion, and a bronze medal though, that's the one that edges it, and can build the confidence in this senior circuit in Tbilisi last week. For Gemma, she's been off quite a while with injuries and has now come back into this world circuit, but not in the weight category that she would prefer. Started off in a very strong junior career at 57 kilos and just through injury has advanced up the weight categories.
Given a penalty for a false attack was Gershak. Nice and tall.
We've got that advantage that she looks very positive without doing very little, and that arm, as you can see, the left hand on that belt, and those legs that come through in front of Gemma. Gemma looked a little bit apprehensive there, felt that the only option was to drop into the Niwaza. Go check once more. Leads with that left leg. Howell looking to control the left hand to avoid the arm coming over the top, so tactically knows what to stop, but can she work off it? Now we've got the shimiwaza there and the turn.
Yep, it's already on.
Lovely little bit of niwaza.
Gershak felt that right across the chin there, and as the roll was attempted, the referee called mate. Saw that across the chin and saved Gershak from any more discomfort. It's a horrible feeling.
And Gemma comes in, blocking Gershak's left side. Once again, focusing now. She comes through with the Sianagi. Just to put that one attack in to Keep the referees off her back. Now goes back to controlling that left sleeve as much as she can. And under her opponent, an attempt of a Makakami. Second Shido now awarded to the Hungarian. Frustrated by the fact that she can't get that left hand where she wants it, which is over the top. She comes underneath to come round the back of Howell, changing her options there. Minute and a half left in this contest. Gemma Howell taking that left sleeve again. As you can see, Gershak looking pretty frustrated with that. On stage, put her hands up as if to say what we're doing. Howell now looking again for the shimiwaza. We saw this earlier on, but it was under the chin, over the chin, I should say.
Oh, she's had to tap out this time.
But
saved her the first time, not the second.
Well, there's the fan club from the UK, delighted with that result.
Gershak rubbing her chin there.
Yeah, she was not very happy at all, and
it doesn't necessarily mean that the shimmy wasn't effective against the throat. It's perfectly possible that that could have happened as well.
yes,
That is possible. But, you know, that's the sport.
well,
Gemma Howell takes this one. It can happen. And you got the referee there a metre or 2 metres away having a look. And in his opinion, it was fair. So we got to go with that, irrespective of whoever it is. And as we saw earlier on, when he decided it wasn't fair, he called a mate.
yes.
On this occasion, he said, no, I think that one, we're good to go with that. Here's some highlights, and then we'll be back with the final. We come now to the final of the under 70 kilo category. Elvismar Rodriguez, representing the International Judo Federation, faces Anka Pogacnik of Slovenia. It's Rodriguez in the white judogi, Pogacnik in blue.
Well, Pogacnik there looking the more experienced, more wins under her belt, a lot more competitions that she's been exposed to. So you have the number 1 seed, Rodriguez, world ranked number 3. The two Grand Slam silver medals, Paris and Baku, and a silver medal in the Grand Prix in Tbilisi. She'll be looking for her first gold medal here this year. She's She's up against the Slovenian silver in the under-23 European Championships back in 2011 and a gold in the African Open in Tunis this year. As we've been saying throughout the day, Rodriguez not looking as sharp as we have seen her in previous competitions. It's been a long tour for her, and it's starting to take its toll a little bit.
Yeah, she's just been squeezing past her opponents on almost every occasion. I think the golden score or on the back of a Shido or something. That would have been in golden score anyway. It just hasn't looked at her sparkling best today. She may have saved it for the final.
Possibly. Well, this is a medal that she's looking for as a gold medal. Been so close on many occasions. And possibly that rest in between bouts is maybe what she has needed, just to give her that better performance here in this final. She attempts a drop there, not looking as convincing.
Rodriguez will be looking forward to Budapest, the World Championships. Last year at the Grand Prix in Budapest, she had a pretty good result there. So maybe Budapest is the place that she'll get the timing right again.
One of those, her favourite places to compete well in. Good memories, positive attitude.
Be nice and hot as well.
Mm. So they're quite used to that.
And given where she comes from, you know, she's comfort zone, won't it? Absolutely.
All those percentages that are required to go for gold.
In the meantime, the current problem facing her is Anka Pogacnik, the Slovenian. Rodriguez has been the pattern for today, picks up a penalty for passivity. Just off the pace today. The big plus for Rodriguez is that irrespective of whether she's on top form or not, she still likes to throw. It's in her.
Yes.
She's always looking for
She's always
score.
just in first.
Go on.
She's just always in for the attack first. It's like I'll hit you before you hit me. That sort of positive way of looking at things.
And sooner or later, she will.
Nice roll over there. Trying to work her way on top into the knee waza. The thing that's stopping is that leg that's caught up there. Rodriguez there trying to control her opponent's left sleeve. Comes underneath now on the lapel.
Just something with the feet today with Rodriguez. Looks a little bit leaden. She hasn't got the same kind of movement.
She's very flat-footed at the moment and doesn't have that real sort of bounce that we've seen a couple of times from her. Throws that arm again. She controls, well, once again she tried to control that left sleeve. Right arm deep over there as she hooks in.
That was a little bit better.
A little bit better. Slight danger as she tries to come out. And this is where we've seen quite a few athletes trying to attempt their way out of an attack. It's always very dangerous. Again, she controls. This is the first time she's controlled it well, taken the arm with her and dropped under. So a good attack. So much more positive there, very close to scoring. "12 seconds left in this contest before we venture into the golden score. Once more she controls her opponent's left sleeve. As you can see, she didn't do a good job that time. Makakomi came over.
There was a laboured looking effort there from Pogačnik at the end, wasn't it? With that Makikomi. And again.
Oh, and a
That was
lovely
great. Yeah,
koji.
that'll do.
Well, sadly for Rodriguez, it's another silver medal that she takes in a final.
Well, Pogačnik is delighted with that result. And it is a terrific result for her.
And totally changed the tactics in that golden score. And where she was doing the Makakomi, switched it to the rear with the Kojigak. And she was absolutely delighted with that. So she just can't believe what's just happened.
So a gold medal for Anka Pogačnik, a silver for Elvis Mar Rodriguez. Stay with us and we will be back with more action from the final block on day 2 of competition here at the Antalya Grand Prix. Right, we've got the awarding ceremony for the men in the under 73 kilo category taking place now. The bronze medals go to Hidayat Hedarov of Azerbaijan, and to Tuhar Butbul of Israel. Silver medal goes to Hasan Vanlioglu of Turkey. And the gold medal goes to Mezokhid Farmanov of Uzbekistan. And now the national anthem of Uzbekistan. Hidarov and Butbul were the bronze medalists. Van Lioglu took the silver, but it was Farmonov who ended up with the gold medal. Right, stay with us. We've got more action for you now when we bring you the first of the bronze medal matches in the under 81 kilo category. And this features Namsuren Dagvasuren of Mongolia. He's up against Tamazi Kirazkozashvili of Georgia. Namsuren started the day off as the #1 seed. Kirazkozashvili, well, he wasn't really anywhere, but there he is in the bronze medal contest, and here is Loretta Kusak-Doyle.
Thank you. Well, yes, we have the #1 seed from Mongolia on the statistics. Definitely looks the stronger of the two opponents. Losing out to Song in the quarterfinal for a place in the semi-final. Fought his way back into the repechage to be in this first bronze medal final. Namasuren, 27 years of age, 7th place in the Grand Slam. He's up against Georgian opponent, 20 years of age. So 7 years senior to his opponent. Georgian silver in the Cadet World Championships. And that left, that grip for the Georgian round the belt looked very dangerous indeed. Namasuren looking a little bit under pressure there as he drops under that strong left hand grip of the Georgian. Using his right hand to create an opening there, as you can see. Showing to look for that sleeve grip, but as we've seen in the past, the drop Sienagi is also there. Shido piece and...
Well, he didn't turn up, Kirazkozashvili. He's wondering what's going on, but it's not the first penalty, it's not the second penalty, it's the third penalty. You've had a couple of warnings already, and you're still avoiding to take a grip. You're still, you know, hiding your jacket and not getting involved. You can't be surprised. Namsuren, all he had to do was commit one less error than Kirazkozashvili. Well, can't win them all. We're not winning any. Right.
Well, it was a disappointing bronze medal. A little bit flat there in the first match in this weight category. Hopefully it will liven up a little bit in the next bronze medal
Well,
final.
we know that we're going to get action from Kabachirov. That's the kind of guy that he is.
Yes.
There's always something happening with him.
It's been very exciting, hasn't he, throughout the day?
Emmanuel Lucenti isn't that far behind either, the Argentinian. He can be.
Well, he's a very mature athlete. He's 32 years
Yeah.
of age, and he's taken the 7th in the Olympic Games in London. So he's no fall out there, and as you can see, 32 years of age, Lucenti, 4th Dan, 102 wins to 59, and Ippon's 57 to 34. He's ranked 21 in the world, where his opponent just that little bit further down the ladder of 154.
Incredible number of Ippons from Kabachirov with 59 and 34,
Yes.
104 and whatever it was. You know, that the percentage is really high with Kabachirov. Action man, Loretta.
There's the crowd. Moment.
Cool boys wondering what it's all about. You know.
There's the fan club. Very vocal. Kabachirov there looking very serious and up for this match.
Right then, Lucenti in the white judogi, Kabachirov in blue.
Well, this Argentinian, he must be one of the, well, he's definitely one of the oldest in the weight category, but in the tournament, 32 years of age, a lot of experience behind him. Second in the Pan American Open. And said previously, 7th place in the Olympic Games in London. Picks up his first Shido though. Cross gripping and not using it. So we can use any grip as long as you actually attack with it, but just to hold on, then you will be picked up and given a Shido. And the Argentinian there drops to his knees. Timing totally wrong there.
Yeah, he was waiting for the opportunity, and it really wasn't there, but he'd already planned in his head that as soon as the opportunity came, he would take it. It wasn't there, and he still went for it. Mistimed that one, unfortunately.
Kabachirov, 28 years of age. Not that far behind his opponent.
Yes.
A lovely attack there as he follows through. Former world police champion. And back in 2012, European Championships took the silver medal. Osotagari following it right through. A nice attack. Scoring a Mawazari. Kabachirov there again gets caught, the Argentinian, with another Shido for exactly the same problem that was caused before, and that's the cross grip and not using it. Well, he's obviously trying to tell the referee that he's missed something. Well, I've never seen that before. Actually even stopped the contest. I've seen it all now. And I think this is where we're looking at the possible third Shido.
Wouldn't surprise me.
Yes.
Yeah.
For exactly the
Same thing. Yeah.
Well, you'd think you'd learn the first time, or possibly the second time, but third time, well, you deserve the Hansokimaki.
We will have Kabashiro. This is level number 5 for Russian Judo Grand-Prix.
Kabachirov not really being tested there. Vicenti's got better judo than he's shown in that contest. And it's a pity we didn't get to see it. We had the one Osodogari from Kabachirov that he followed through right to the end. That was a single score in the contest, and that was enough for Kabachirov to have a reasonable lead and leave Vicenti to make a trio of errors, gripping errors, that ended up with him receiving Hansokimaki.
You see it every time, just so plain and obvious there, that cross grip. And he's got the Osotogari off it, but didn't actually follow through. He got the grip, but didn't actually follow through with the attack. The rules are that you grip and you attack with it straight away.
We've got the final of the under 81 kilo category coming up now. Song Min Ki of the Republic of Korea faces Stanislav Semenov of Russia. It'll be Song in the white judogi, Semenov in blue.
Well, no head-to-head, 25 to 26 years of age. 8 wins to 33 wins, and 21 of them by Ippon. So outstanding performance there on Ippon. And obviously the world ranking is miles apart from both these athletes. But Song has been very impressive throughout the day to get to this final, so it's not someone you would write off. Semenov, under 23 European silver medalist back in 2012, a bronze medal in the Grand Slam 2016 in Tumen, and the Russian champion in 2016.
Well, here are the two fighters, Song and Semenov. Last contest of the day.
Song we've seen in the previous matches, very light, keeps a very open match, creates some nice opportunities with the Ashiwaza. Left hand around the back, Song desperately tries to counter or bring that hip through. Again, as you can see, quite light and open.
Fighters penalised there.
Yes. Well,
no, he's going to sat him on his backside. That won't count.
Sianagi there, just off that sleeve. Song starting to look a little bit under pressure here. Not as open as he was in previous matches. Semenov tightening up the space and piling the pressure on, looking very powerful out there. Just closing up that gap as he tries to counter his opponent, taking him over the top. Song throws that left hand high up onto the collar, comes across. Harai Makakomi continues to move, but Semenov counters him quite nicely there, picking up the Wazari. Well anticipated there, and a great reaction. Put him in a comfortable lead with 1 minute and 24 seconds left in this contest.
That's plenty of time to encourage Song to have a go here.
Yes.
You know, what's to lose?
We'll see how he reacts now, whether he can sort of ride under the pressure. The one thing that's different from this match to the previous matches leading up to this final was how open Song was. And he's just closed up, and he's actually fighting the same type of style as the Russian, and that's closed up and power, and it's not suiting him.
Extreme left-sided Song and extreme right-sided is Semenov, so it doesn't make for the most attractive picture when they first square up.
Biggest scorer for Song was the Ashiwazas. He was very open and clever with his feet, creating some great opportunities, but he's very slow here, and Semenov is controlling this whole fight right from the beginning. This is the pace he enjoys to work at. And Song just seems to be going along with it. Oh! Well,
almost came off the other side.
As the clock ticks away, as you can see, Semenov looking up at the clock, knows that he's only got seconds left.
Well, Semenov came up with the single score of Wazari in that final. That was enough. He had, however, scored 3 ippons and 4 Wazaris earlier in the day, so he ends up with 3 ippons, 5 Wazaris. That's a good performance from the Russian.
Outstanding performance.
Yeah, solid. It was really solid. Kira Kozashvili in the semi-final, Lucenti in the quarter-final. Second round, Asaf Chen of Israel, and in the first round, Gyankyag Tumurkung from Mongolia. So a good run for Stanislav Semenov. He's the gold medalist in the under 81 kilo category. Let's take a look at some of the highlights, and then we'll be back with you. Loretta.
Thank you. As you can see here, both looking very positive as they came in. I think this is the biggest mistake that Song really made, was that he played into the hands of the Russian. It was all about Semenov. It was his match. He controlled the pace, the grip, which eventually gave him the gold medal. Harai Makakomi, Song attempts there to stay involved in it, but that was the score. Lost him the gold medal, and Semenov.
We come now to the awarding ceremony for the women in the under 70 kilo category.
Well, I'm delighted to see that Gemma Howe just approaches the rostrum now, picking up her bronze medal.
Gemma Hull receives her bronze medal from IGF head refereeing director Juan Carlos Barcos, and Barbara Matic receives her bronze medal. Elvismar Rodriguez is the silver medalist. And the gold medal goes to Anka Pogacnik of Slovenia. Now the national anthem of Slovenia. What's commonly referred to as the family picture. You know how unaccustomed as she is to being there for the family picture, was on her way out, but she had to hang around just for the four athletes there. Howell and Matic were the bronze medalists. Rodriguez, the silver, and Pogacnik, an unlikely gold medal, I think. But there it is. We've got some highlights from the final block, and then we'll be back with you with the last awarding ceremony. But I think maybe in between that, whilst the highlights are running, Loretta's got a recap maybe, or a couple of points that she wants to pick up on. Go ahead, Loretta.
Well, we've had some overall performances, really some strong ones. There's been quite a few head-to-heads that have been very quiet out there, and some flats. I think for me, you've got to give full credit to Rodriguez of under 70 kilos. She was the #1 seed, and she's picked up several medals wherever she has participated throughout this year through the world tournaments. She's medalled, and she's been majority of the time in that final. Yes, she was looking pretty flat, but she persevered all the way through to that final. And sadly, it wasn't going to be a day for picking up the gold, but full credit for the performance that she gave, even under feeling probably the worst she's ever felt for some time. And so for me, I was delighted for her that she once again was in that final. We have Matic of Croatia. Again, she was very strong, shows great potential for the Croatian judo team, and shows that this young lady that I've seen for many, many years as a cadet and junior, now hitting some really top targets here in this world tournament. And so again, that was a nice one to see on the rostrum there, taking the bronze medal, as well as Gemma Howell, who's been out there plagued with injuries for quite some time, and has gone through 3 weight categories to take a bronze medal here in the under 70s, when really originally she's actually a 57 kilo athlete. So congratulations for Gemma. And now going into, obviously we've got the medal presentations here for the men's 81s.
And the bronze medals went to Murat Kabachirov of Russia and Nyamsurin Dagvazurin of Mongolia. Silver medal went to Song Min-ki of the Republic of Korea. But the gold medal went to Stanislav Semenov of Russia. And now the national anthem of Russia.
Some wonderful moments there.
Well, that's all the action that we've got for you on the second day of competition at the Antalya Grand Prix. Join us again when we bring you more live action from the International Judo Federation Judo World Tour. But from Loretta Cusack and myself, it's bye-bye for now.
Bye-bye.